Hello everyone, welcome to TryRed. This is Pack 365. Today in this session you are going to learn about consumer behavior. Consumer behavior refers to the study of how individuals, groups or organizations select, purchase, use and dispose of goods, services, ideas or experiences to satisfy their needs and wants. It focuses on understanding why consumers make certain buying decisions and how they behave during the purchasing process. Businesses study consumer behavior to understand customer preferences, motivations, attitudes, and buying patterns, which helps them design better products, marketing strategies, and customer experiences. The role of consumer behavior in business decisions. Product development. It helps in analyzing consumer preferences and feedback to develop products that meet expectations. Companies collect the customer reviews, feedback, complaints, and surveys. Then they improve or create new products. Pricing decisions. It helps in understanding consumer behavior and helps companies decide the right price for products based on consumer purchasing power, perceived value, and competitive pricing. Marketing and advertising strategies. Companies design marketing campaigns and advertisements based on consumer interest, needs, and behavior patterns. Market segmentation and targeting. Consumer behavior helps businesses identify different customer groups and focuses marketing efforts on the most profitable segments. Customer relationship management. By understanding consumer satisfaction and expectations, businesses can build long-term relationships with customers and improve loyalty. Sales and distribution decisions. Consumer behavior helps businesses decide where and how products should be sold, such as through online platforms, retail stores, or direct sales. Competitive advantage. Companies that understand consumer behavior better than their competitors can create better products, services, and experiences, leading to higher market success. Importance of consumer behavior. If a company does not understand its customers, even the best product can fail in the market. Consumer behavior helps businesses reduce risk and increase success. The first point is understanding customer needs and wants. Consumer behavior helps businesses identify what customers want, their preferences, and expectations. In this, there is a difference between needs and wants. Needs is Needs is the basic requirement, whereas want is desire for a specific brand or a feature. It is important because if companies misunderstand customer needs, product will not sell, marketing will fail, and investment will be wasted. Helps in product development. Companies analyze consumer behavior to develop new products or improve existing ones. Product development depends on customer feedback, market trends, changing lifestyle, and technology adoption. Effective marketing strategies. Understanding consumer behavior helps marketers design better advertisements and promotions. Marketing is not just about promotion, it is also about communication. If companies don't understand who the audience are, what they like, and what motivates them, marketing will fail. Marketing segmentation. Consumer behavior helps divide the market into groups based on age, income, lifestyle, and habits. The types of segmentations are demographic, which comes under age, gender, income, and occupation. The second one is geographic, which is urban and rural, and country or region. Psychographic, which is lifestyle, personality, and values. Behavior, which comes under brand loyalty, usage frequency, and benefits sought. Improves customer satisfaction. When companies understand consumer needs and expectations, They can provide better products and services, leading to higher satisfaction. The customer satisfaction depends on product quality, service quality, price fairness, after sales support, and overall experience. If companies understand the customer needs, they can improve their offerings. Builds customer loyalty. Satisfied customers are more likely to repurchase and remain loyal to a brand. Customer loyalty means customers repeatedly buying from the same brand. Loyalty matters because it reduces marketing cost, loyal customers promote the brand, and they are less sensitive to price. Helps in price decisions. Companies decide appropriate prices based on willingness to pay and perceived value. It helps companies understand how much customers are willing to pay and how customers perceive product value. Competitive advantage. Companies that understand consumer behavior better than competitors gain strong market advantage. It means performing better than competitors in satisfying customers. If a company understands customer needs faster, introduces innovative products, provides better experience, it gains highest market share, better brand image, and strong customer base. Adapting to market changes. Consumer preferences change due to technology, trends, and lifestyle changes. The changes happen due to technological advancement, social media influence, economic conditions, health awareness, and cultural trend. Consumer decision making process. Every purchase we make, from buying a pen to purchasing a car, it follows a psychological decision making process. This process usually has 5 stages. It needs recognition. This is the first stage where the consumer realizes they have a need or a problem. They need recognition and occurs when there is a gap between current situation and desired situation. This gap creates a problem that needs a solution. Information search. Once the need is recognized, the consumer searches for information. It gathers information from two sources, internal source and external source. Evaluation of alternatives. Consumers compare different brands based on various factors. They evaluate options based on price, quality, features, brand reputation, reviews, warranty, and after sale service. Purchase decision. After evaluation, the customer selects and buys the product. Even at this stage, decision can change due to sudden discount, negative review, out of stock, or peer opinion. Post-purchase behavior. After buying and using the product, the customer evaluates whether expectations were met or not. This stage determines satisfaction, dissatisfaction, loyalty, complaints, word of mouth. Factors influencing consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is affected by different internal and external factors. Personal factors. Personal factors are individual characteristics of a consumer that influence their buying decisions. These factors differ from person to person. For example, two people may see the same product but make different purchasing decisions because of their personal situations. Age and life cycle. People needs and preferences change with age and different life stages. Occupation. A person's job or profession influences the products they buy. Income level. Income determines a consumer's purchasing power and the type of products they can afford. Personality and lifestyle. Consumers' personality traits and lifestyle choices influence their buying behavior. Psychological factors. Psychological factors refer to internal mental processes that influence buying behavior. These include motivation. It refers to the internal drive that pushes consumers to satisfy their needs or desires. When a person feels a need, they become motivated to find a product that solves it. Perception. Perception is the way consumers interpret information and form opinions about a product or brand. Different consumers may perceive the same product differently based on their experiences and beliefs. Learning occurs when consumers gain knowledge or experience from using a product. Positive experiences encourage repeat purchases, while negative experiences discourage future purchases. This is called learning. Beliefs and attitudes. Beliefs are the ideas consumers hold about a product, while attitudes are their feelings towards a product or a brand. Social factors. Social factors refer to the influence of people and society on consumer behavior. Consumers are influenced by family. Family influence. Family members strongly influence purchasing decisions, especially for products like food, clothing, electronics, and household items. Reference groups. These include friends, colleagues, celebrities, and influencers who affect consumer choices. Social status and roles. Consumers often choose products that match their social status and role in society. Types of consumer buying behavior. Consumer buying behavior refers to how consumers decide what products to buy, when to buy them, and from which brand. Consumer behavior mainly depends on two things: level of involvement and differences between brands. Based on these factors, buying behavior is divided into four types. Complex buying behavior. It is a behavior that occurs when consumers are highly involved in a purchase and there are significant differences between brands. These purchases are usually expensive, risky, and rarely broad. Consumers spend more time researching and comparing options before making a decision. The consumer process is usually done by collecting information, comparing different brands, evaluating features, and make the final purchase decision. Dissonance reducing buying behavior. This behavior occurs when consumers are highly involved in a purchase but see very little difference between brands. The purchase is important or expensive, but brands appear similar. After buying, consumers may feel uncertainty or doubt. It is known as cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance means the feeling of doubt or discomfort after making a decision. Habitual buying behavior. Habitual buying behavior occurs when consumers buy products frequently with very little involvement and minimal brand differences. These are usually low-cost everyday products. Consumers buy these items out of habit rather than strong brand loyalty. Variety-seeking buying behavior. It occurs when consumers have low involvement but perceive significant differences between brands. Consumers switch brands not because they are dissatisfied, but because they want to try something new. Consumer perception. It refers to how consumers select, organize, and interpret information about products, brands, or advertisements to form opinions and make purchasing decisions. Perception is how consumers see or understand a product or a brand. Even if two people see the same advertisement, they may interpret it differently because of their experiences, beliefs, or needs. Selective attention. It occurs when consumers pay attention to certain marketing messages while ignoring many others. Every day, consumers are exposed to thousands of advertisements, but they only notice a few that are relevant or interesting to them. It happens because consumers cannot process all information they see. So, their brain filters information and focuses only on what seems important. Selective Disorientation. Selective disorientation occurs when consumers interrupt information in a way that supports their existing beliefs or opinions. People may understand or change the meaning of information so that it matches their personal views. Selective retention. It is the tendency of consumers to remember information that supports their beliefs and forget information that does not. Consumers usually remember positive messages about their favorite brands and forget the negative ones. Perception in branding and advertising. Consumer perception plays a major role in branding and advertising strategies. Companies try to create a positive brand image so that consumers perceive their products as high quality, reliable, valuable, and premium. The companies influence perception through branding. Strong brand names create trust. Packaging. The attractive packaging makes products appear premium or valuable. Advertising. The creative ads influence how customers think about a product. Celebrity endorsement. Celebrities increase brand credibility. Now, let's have a quick summary. Consumer behavior refers to the study of how individuals or groups select, purchase, use, and evaluate products or services to satisfy their needs and desires. Understanding consumer behavior is important for businesses because it helps them identify customer needs, design better products, create effective marketing strategies, and improve customer satisfaction. The consumer decision-making process includes several stages such as need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and post-purchase behavior, which explains how consumers move from identifying a need to making a purchase. Consumer behavior is influenced by various factors including personal factors like age, income, and lifestyle, psychological factors like motivation, perception, and beliefs, social factors like family, reference groups, and social status, and cultural factors like culture and social class. Consumers also show different types of buying behavior, such as complex buying behavior, dissonance-reducing buying behavior, habitual buying behavior, and variety-seeking buying behavior, depending on their level of involvement and brand differences. Consumer perception plays a crucial role in marketing because it determines how consumers notice, interrupt, and remember marketing messages, influencing their attitudes towards brands and their final purchasing decisions. So, with this, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you.